Hi, and welcome to your beginners session for flexibility. So if it is your first time here, please introduce yourself. And if you're doing this on catch up, leave a comment and let me know how it went. If you ever have any questions, feel free to message me and let me know if there's anything around the poses or the movements. I would love to get in touch with you. Remember to log it in the web app so that you can make sure that you are keeping track of your sessions. I always kind of, suggest, very strong suggestion, that you are doing at least 3 sessions a week. If you're going to get on your mat once a week, you're really going to arrive at your mat every time and most likely feel very frustrated, even though it is a beginner session, just because your body will most likely be doing a lot of other training or maybe nothing at all. And then when you get on your mat, you're going to feel that in your body. So strong suggestion of 3 yoga sessions a week. Maybe adding some of the yoga boosters to your workouts is also a great way to just offer the body some movement for gaining flexibility and mobility. So let me know how it goes. Good morning, Iva. Good morning, Ninifa. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Taryn. Welcome, everyone. It is the 7th of June. I cannot believe it. Oh, how is the first week of June over already? Blows my mind. I know a lot of you are starting your new challenges this week. How are you feeling about that? I'm going to link out to the different groups. Hold on. So we have a specific WhatsApp group, if you guys don't know about it, where you can chat all things yoga. So anything new that launches kind of gets put in there first. We have a lot of cool chats and discussions about the different sessions, about different poses, and all kinds of things. So check that out. If you'd like to join, let me know. We'll post the link to the group here in the comments and you can join us. Welcome, Nicole. Good morning, Jolene. Trying to fit in a morning session while on the 21-day goal challenge. Ooh, amazing, Jolene. Yay. I think that's a great combination. If you guys are in for these challenges and you know your bodies are going to be working super hard, then I can highly suggest adding. I know it's probably feel like you're going to add in too many things, but you need to have more restorative time for your mind and for your body, especially in these 21-day challenges, just to help support yourself to get through it, feeling really strong and comfortable in your body. And the yoga sessions are really going to help you with that. Nisa, good morning. We're shouting out to Stefan Berger. I hope you're here, Stefan. Pat, good morning. Welcome, everyone. We're going to get going in about 10 minutes. It is a beginner's flexibility session, but as I always say, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to feel super easy. It might still be really challenging, but we try and move really slowly, be specific about alignment, and just really allow the body to be where it is. So not forcing it, not overstretching, being very present. So feel into everything that you're doing. If something doesn't feel right, rather pull back, maybe even skip that. But there is that difference between something feeling intense and something being a little bit painful. You don't want pain. So intensity is welcome, pain is not. And if you have any questions surrounding the postures and the movements, please let me know and I would happily get back to you. So you can leave a comment here, you can post in the WhatsApp group, or you could send me a message to Jeff Coach Kathleen on Facebook or on Instagram. So you can check that out. But otherwise, just say hi. We, of course, in June, it is our Go for Gold month, which means doing your workouts this month. Your challenge is a perfect way to prepare you for that big Go for Gold workout, and that's going to be on the 26th of June. So the idea behind the Go for Gold workout is that we're building up towards a 12-hour workout on the 26th of June. We're partnering with Vitality and Adidas for this one, so of course you can expect some prizes. And on the day of the workout, you're going to commit, you're going to pledge to doing either 2 hours, full 2 hours of workout. You'll get your bronze medal. If you want to up it, you can do a full 3 hours to get a silver medal. And if you want to push it even further, 4 hours for your gold medal. This event is in support of the Menstruation Foundation, and that is a foundation that works to provide much needed sanitary products to girls in need. So you can actually do a bit of research around that in South Africa. It is a quite an alarming issue. It's quite a shocking problem that we have. So we're very excited to be supporting the Menstruation Foundation and really give back. I mean, those of you who've been with Jeff for a while, you know the money we've raised, the foundations and organizations that we've been able to support because of you guys has been amazing. So Go for Gold this June. If you're on a challenge, I'm sure you're going to feel super supported getting ready for that. And yeah, just have some fun with it. Have some fun with it while we keep moving our bodies. While on this side of the world, we're going into our winter, right? Welcome everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me just see if I can get to all of the names. Welcome everyone. Here we go. So we are going to start seated. We are going to start seated this morning. If you do struggle to sit, then I would suggest grabbing a cushion or a yoga foam if you have one of those. Sitting with crossed legs often feels quite impossible for a lot of us, especially when your hips are feeling tight. So when you lift your hips, you give the hips a little bit of space so the knees can relax a little more. The seat might feel a little more comfortable. But as mentioned, just because this is a beginner's class doesn't mean it's going to feel easy. It's going to be simple. So yeah, look after yourselves. Thank you, Candace, for those links. You guys can check those out in the comments. That's for our WhatsApp groups that Candace has put there, the yoga and meditation. Just seeing here, I feel like I'm missing out on a few names and comments. I'm just going to find that here quickly. But say hi, guys. We are going to start seated, but if you want to just have a little lie down in the meanwhile, please feel free to do that. We always give it a couple of moments just to see if anyone is popping in from the other live sessions. So, of course, Jade and Simone, busy right now. And so we'll give that a few moments before we get going with that. All right, welcome everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm actually going to see, I'm struggling to see a few names here, and I want to say hi to you guys. So give me a moment. So again, you don't need any specific props, but we are going to do some seated work. We are going to do some kneeling work. So if you've got sensitive knees, then I can highly suggest that you grab a cushion. What also works quite nice is a towel or quite a flat blanket that you can just pop under your knees. Here we go. There we go. Bridget, Thomas, good morning. Good morning. Natalia, good morning. Welcome. Lisa Marie on challenge 2. So we'll catch up on my session later in the day. Enjoy, Lisa. Is that the strength challenge number 2 that you have selected for this month? That's awesome. Natalia, go for gold challenge done. It was a toughie, but oh so good. Yes, Natalia, getting it in early in the morning. Well done. Well done. Welcome everyone. Shireen, good morning. How is everyone feeling? How are your weekends? How's the rest of your June looking? Are you excited about your challenges? And then I want to know, oh yes, strength, amazing, these three. And then with the Go for Gold challenge this month, who is like ready for the 26 and who here is going for gold? Because as I know most of you, there's going to be pushing for those silvers and those golds, I'm sure. So let me know if you here, are you going for gold? And I want to know if there's anyone here who's on the one-on-one program, tag your coach. Let them know you're here. Let them know that you're getting your yoga in, and let them know what your goal is for our Go for Gold this month. Candace, we're going for gold. Absolutely. Pat, I'm on the Going for Gold started today. Woohoo, Pat, that's amazing. Nisa's going for gold. Yes. I mean, I did not expect anything less from you guys. Oh yes, the 26 and gold or nothing. I'm on the one-on-one with Greg. Amazing, Nancy. Carol Smith, good morning and welcome. Excuse my voice, that's a bit missing today. I've got some nice warm rooibos tea. Hopefully it'll warm it up. Like makes me think of Jono, whose voice is always gone from doing all these long sessions, like after the 24-hour workout. Sure. Alfred, oh my goodness, that is such a nice name to see pop up here. Alfred, welcome back. How have you been? Lovely to see you back at some yoga. Galenda, good morning. Jolene Fenter, yes, going for gold. Amazing, everyone. Amazing. Yeah, like I said, I did not expect anything less. So just a little recap of how the yoga is going to work this morning. It is our beginner session working towards flexibility. So with flexibility, it's not like we're going to try and get our body into the splits. It is working around general flexibility and mobility in the body. I was speaking to someone the other day and they were saying how important their yoga sessions have become in aiding them in their other workouts, yes, but more so in their like everyday life, in general ways to become more flexible and to become more mobile, doing day-to-day things that you used to struggle with that are becoming a little less effortless or a little more effortless. You're having to do it with a little less effort because you've created some more space in your body, more connection and more mobility. The less we move, the less we move. So keep moving your bodies in winter, everyone. Sharon Parr, good morning. Welcome, everyone. So nice to see all these names here. Keep saying hi. We've got about 2 minutes before we get started. I'm going to check in quickly to see how far Jade and Simone are. So we'll give it a couple more moments to see who's going to pop in from their full body cardio session. Excuse me. Welcome, everyone. Please say hi if you're new, introduce yourself. If you have any questions, let me know. Kate, good morning and welcome. There are quite a few regulars here, but also a few names that aren't here all the time. That's really nice to see you guys here. Alison Harrison, one of the regulars. Good morning, lovely. Blanche, good morning and welcome. Everyone grab a cushion if you know that your knees are a little bit sensitive. This morning session we are going to do a lot of opening around the neck, the shoulders, but these, especially the Monday morning sessions, we want to try and do like a full body scan. So starting your week, starting your challenge, we're still pretty much in the beginning of the month. Beautiful opportunity to check in with yourself, to check in with your body. Notice perhaps where there is a little bit of pain or a little bit of niggle, a little bit of stiffness, and so that you're just aware of that. So often when we're moving in our other workouts and there's music and there's voices and we're moving fast, there tends to be sometimes a little less awareness of the body and how it's feeling in that moment. And so in our yoga practice, we slow it all down to become super aware and super present so that you know, okay, I actually felt like my right wrist is a little bit sore. So when you're doing anything else, you can just keep that in mind, to be careful, to look after yourself. So Mondays, full body movement, nice full body stretch, getting everything moving, getting everything going, setting ourselves up for the week ahead, and also trying to focus a little more on the deeper parts or the deeper systems of the body below skin level, below the muscular system, of kind of like the arms and the legs and the chest and the abs and the buttocks, and going deeper into our internal system. So stimulating digestive system, stimulating our cardiovascular system, getting our respiratory system moving, getting our lymphatic system moving. And so this practice really becomes medicine. And so every time you get on your mat, you just know that your intention is to give back to yourself and your body as much as possible. Effortless efforts. All right, everyone, I think we can get going. I know Jade and Simon are busy wrapping up right now, but I'm sure they will be done any moment. And then whoever pops in from their session can just slide into this one. So welcome, everyone. We will start seated this morning. Take a last little sip of water or tea, whatever you have. And then we will get going. So find a comfortable seat. If sitting cross-legged is not going to work for you at all, you could even do this first section of the practice sitting on a chair, sit on one or two cushions, or you could even take the legs out straight in front of you, or place the soles of the feet together so that you're more in a butterfly pose. Otherwise, if possible, Sukhasana, so our easy cross-legged seat, crossing at the ankles. I want you to ground through your sit bones, relax your hips, draw your spine nice and tall, take a big loop of the shoulders, relax the shoulders down away from the ears, soften the elbows, level off your head so that your top row of teeth pretty much parallel to the floor, gentle placement of the palms on the knees. And then I'd like for you to close your eyes. You're going to start to connect to the breath. In and out through the nose. As you just spend a couple more breaths here, feel that you're sitting with equal amounts of weight between right and left buttocks. Notice if you're holding tension in your feet, your knees, or your hips, and can you relax? Then for a moment, imagine kind of walking my thumbs up your spine one by one. And as I walk my thumbs up your spine, feel your spine lift, feel the center of the chest lift. Again, relax the shoulders down and feel how you can create a little more space between each of the vertebrae. Switch on the breath a little more. So start to lengthen both the inhale and the exhale. If you set an intention for June last week, as most of us did, I want you to bring that intention back into your awareness. And it's that intention that we're going to hold in our hearts throughout this month and every time we get on our mat and off our mat. If you've not set an intention for June, you can do so now, just quietly repeating it to yourself once or twice or 3 times. Intention could be, as I just mentioned, to simply give back during these sessions. The intention could be to calm the mind and find a little more stillness, focus, clarity, and energy, whatever it is your body, your soul, your mind is needing from these sessions. Then I'll take 3 more full. If you can maybe take a yawn, really just start to stimulate the respiratory system and the waking up. When you finish those 3 breaths, if you're comfortable to, keep your eyes closed, otherwise you can open them. Keep the shoulders stacked above the hips. Softly lower your chin to your chest and just feel that nice opening in the top of the shoulders. You might feel it all the way into the shoulder blades, running across the tops of the shoulders. And then we're going to roll right ear to right shoulder. So try and relax your right ear as much as possible. So now you should feel an additional stretch in the left side of the neck, really into the top of that left shoulder. Let's roll the chin back down to chest and take your left ear to your left shoulder. Make sure that as you're leaning to the left, you don't start to lean onto the left buttocks. Ground your right buttocks and keep your right shoulder down, level to your left. Well done, roll the chin back to center and draw the head all the way up. We'll do the same thing now. If that was intense enough for you, please stay with the movement of a little side to side. Okay, so then you'll do like a half moon instead of doing a full circle. If you'd like to move into the full circle, we'll all bring chin to chest. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Lean your head back, super slowly open your throat. Left ear to left shoulder and bring the chin back down to chest. Really slowly, let's go again. So if you're not doing these full circles, just continue in your own time, side to side. Nice, keep going to your right. And let's do 2 more like that. So when the slower you move, the more you'll be able to pay attention to what's going on in all the different parts of the body as you move. Remember, these sessions are not about AMRAPs. It's not as many reps as you can. It's not about calorie burn or anything like that. It's more about slowing down than anything else. All right, let's switch direction. So if you're still doing those little half moons, please continue in your own time. The rest of us are going to go for about 4 more rotations in this direction. Maybe you're feeling a lot of cricks and cracks. Maybe you're feeling quite a lot of intensity across the shoulders and across the upper back. Remember, don't overdo it, but how nice to feel that you're just bringing this awareness and this space to your body. Don't rush. You're doing all 4 of those circles. And then we'll bring chin back to chest. Draw the head all the way up. I want you to interlace your fingers, reach both your arms up, go full stretch, reach, reach, reach. If you can, try and take a nice yawn, really stretch it out. Now I want you to press your fingerprints into the back of the opposite hand. You can even have a look at your arms, see if you can get them a little straighter and draw them back so the biceps are next to the ears. Soften through the belly. Expand through the rib cage. Take about 2 more breaths.
The one thing I'm telling other managers
well
right now.
Well done. Split the hands. You're going to creep them in front of you So again, stop wherever you need to. You could be here, fingertips on the floor, and simply curl the chin in. Or you could start to walk your hands flat in front of you. Walk them as far forward as you can. Again, curl your chin in. For some of you, you might be able to place the elbows on the floor. And for some of you, you might even be able to stack your fists, resting your forehead on the hands. Let's take 3 full breaths here. And I want you to try and take your breath into the back of the body. So we try and expand a little bit around the back of the rib cage. Really breathing into the sides of the ribs, the up back. Feel around the belly, the space between the rib cage and the hip. Don't rush through those breaths, but when you're done, we'll all meet back into our seats. All right, so let's release the legs a little bit. Take them out in front of you. Sit nice and tall. Bend your left knee, place the foot on the floor. Use your hands around the front of your left shin to sit a little taller. So I'll just show you from the side. You're not wanting to be in this kind of action where you're rounding through the lower back. So if you need to take this left foot a little forward, or even if you need to bend this right knee a little bit, please do so. I want you to lift up through this lower back, and then maybe you stretch that leg out a little bit and bring this thigh a little closer. Active right leg, toes towards the shin. We'll take a twist. Start to look to your left. Hook your right elbow around the front of your left knee. Bring your left fingertips behind you. Press into the left fingertips, lift up through the chest, and start to twist to your left. Deepen the breath. One more full inhale and exhale. And let's look forward, unravel, and we'll simply switch that. So left leg forward, right foot in front, place that right foot down, sitting nice and tall. Hook the left elbow around the front of the right knee, right hand behind you, and look over to your right. So if you're not getting that left elbow to hook around, that's fine. Use your left hand to hold onto your right knee. So adapt for your body. Remember, when we go into a state of stress or panic, or we start getting frustrated and irritated, we're moving away from finding calmness in the body and in the mind. So just readjust, stay in some intensity, asking our bodies to change, but not in a way that's hurtful or harmful. Well done. Unravel back to center. We'll go into our cross-legged position again. And what I hope you noticed was when we started, which leg was in front, because I want you to take the second leg in front now. So we're always balancing out our sides. Lift both arms up, take a full breath in. Again, straight, strong arms. We'll take a little lateral stretch. So bring your right fingertips or palm to the floor. Arc your spine to the right as you draw your left arm over. So I've got a little bend in my right elbow, this bottom elbow, just allowing myself to sink down a little more. At the same time, press into that bottom hand so that you can ground the opposite sit bone. Keep leaning to the right. Flip your left palm up and take that arm all the way up and over until your left wrist is in line with your left shoulder. Tuck your chin slightly. And then we'll just stay here for a couple breaths. So it's this feeling as though someone's gently pulling your left wrist away from you. And you could move that hand slightly backwards, maybe a little bit forward, keeping it pretty much in alignment with that left shoulder, just opening across the side of the neck, in towards the skull, where the neck meets the shoulder. All right, let that left hand become heavier and heavier until it pulls you up. The head comes up last. Take a moment to notice any sensations from that deep stretch. And then we'll take it to the second side. Reach both arms up, full stretch. Take that left hand down, right arm over. So again, soft little bend in that left elbow. This right arm is pulling across. Notice if you're leaning forward a lot, I want you to try and rotate this right side of the rib cage to open up, get full stretch. Press into your left hand and stick your right buttocks to the floor. Relax your left ear down completely if you haven't. And then flip your right palm up. Kind of drag it as if you're moving it through a really thick liquid through the air until your right wrist is in line with your right shoulder. Full deep breaths. And especially when we're opening around a certain part of the body that might be a little sore, stiff, or intense, try not add any more kind of intensity to that area. So be subtle and soft around your collarbones, your jaw. If you brought a little bit of movement in with the left arm, you can bring that little bit of movement in with the right. All right, and then we'll do that little kind of side roll up. So lower your right hand, stack the vertebra all the way up, bring the head all the way up. Hands in front of you, interlace. Again, change your interlace, flip your palms up to the ceiling, press the fingerprints into the backs of the hands, open up the backs of the wrists. Full stretch now, draw your arms back either side of the head. And then what I want you to feel now even more is that you're not overarching in the spine, so draw your rib cage back. Little feeling of pubic bone to navel, not too much, but go full stretch. 3 more breaths. Imagine someone's drawing your arms up to the ceiling. After your third exhale, split the hands. We'll take that little forward fold again, so hands in front of you, maybe flat onto the palms, maybe all the way down onto your elbows. Perhaps you've got your fists stacked one on the other, and you can release your forehead down. You're going to take 3 full breaths here. You finish your third breath, bring yourself all the way up. All right, so we'll meet on all fours. So anywhere you need to face the short edge of your mat, bringing the wrists under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. Remember, you want your palms to be spread here, and you want equal weight between the front 2 parts of the hand, the back 2 parts of the hand, so that you're not dumping into the backs of your wrists. A lot of the time when people start yoga, they get a lot of wrist pain because all the weight is being dumped into the heel of the hand. So I want you to bring the weight into the front of the hand and all of your fingerprints. Make sure your knees are under your hips. We're going to tuck our toes under. Look back and make sure that you try and get all your toes tucked under and that your heels are pointing straight up to the ceiling and not out towards the sides. Let's just take a little stretch underneath the feet. So press into the hands. Press your buttocks towards your heels as much as you can. Curl your chin into your chest. Have a look back. Squeeze the inner heels slightly towards one another and open up the bottoms of the feet. Might be super intense. For a lot of people who don't ever do a lot of work with the feet, this might be quite painful. So please don't overdo it. But it's so good to just get some movement, some opening around the joints in the toes and the joints in the feet. Well done. We'll come back onto all fours. Untuck the toes so the tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. We'll start to move through a few rounds of just a classic cat-cow. So your cow pose, we're extending the spine. You're going to curl your sit bones up to the ceiling, soften your belly, almost like you're trying to draw your chest between your upper arms. Look forward, look up, and curl your ears back. And then our cat pose will be the opposite. So I want you to curl your chin down, suck your belly in, curl your tailbone down, and then press, as if you're trying to press through the floor, press through your hands and get this rounding and release through the top line of the spine. Curl that chin in. All right, let's continue. Back into your cow pose. Inhale, lift the sit bones, curl the ears down. Exhale, curl and round, press into the hands, tuck the chin. Keep going, we're going to do 3 more. Inhale into your cow. Exhale to your cat. 2 more. Last one. All right, and then go into a neutral spine. Let's get off our knees for a little bit. So tuck your toes under like we just did. You're going to press into the hands, lift the knees, and start to walk your hands all the way back to your feet. So your feet should be hip distance now, heels under the sit bones. Keep your knees bent. If this feels really intense, rest your elbows on your thighs as you curl your chin. Otherwise, try to reach your opposite elbows, curl the chin in, and let's just hold this inversion a little bit. So nice to open through the back line of the body here, but also we're inverting the torso, we're inverting the head. So getting a nice bit of draining of the liquids in and around the brain and the face, the sinuses, the eyes. So you can nod your head no, nod your head yes, as you just allow the weight of the arms and the skull to find more retraction through the spine. So bend your knees a lot, especially if you've got tight hamstrings, so that we offer the full awareness and lengthening to the spine first. Alright, we're going to release the arms. Keep the knees bent. I want you to take a little squeeze through your buttocks. Lift your belly. And from there, press into your feet. Spinal roll. You're going to roll one vertebra on the next. Super slow. Till you come all the way up. And as you look up, you will loop the shoulders. Reach both arms up. Take an inhale. Take a side stretch to your left. So let's take left palm to left thigh, right arm up and over. Just go as far as you can. And make sure that you're rolling the pinky side of this top arm down. So your palm is kind of facing to the floor and behind you. It's not facing forward. And that movement comes from the shoulder blade. So we just allow a little more opening. Strong legs press into your feet. Come all the way up. Right hand, right thigh, left arm up and over. Again, try not to lean forward. So open up the left side of the rib cage. You're just arcing the spine to the right. Well done. Come all the way up. Both arms up. Take a little bird wing here. So it's almost like a bend in the elbows. Draw your elbows back behind your shoulders as much as you can. Palms are facing up, and I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together. So pull them back, pull them back, pull them back. Feel the opening across the front of the chest. Don't over-arc in the lower back, so straighten out your legs. Draw your pubic bone towards your navel, so we're focusing purely on upper back here. Breathe. Squeeze those shoulder blades just a little more. And then it's a softening of straightening the arms all the way down. So that might even go a little bit into your neural pathway, like your neural nervous system. You might feel a little bit of tingling intensity. Again, let's reach the arms up. This time I want you to bend the knees, take a forward fold, move all the way down, reach for your elbows. And again, I hope you were noticing which grip you had in your first round. Change that grip so the opposite forearm is on top. Curl your chin in and just hang down. And now maybe you start to straighten up the legs a little. You can even play here with a little bend and stretch as you get into the calf muscles, the back of the legs. All right. Everyone release your hands down. Bend your knees as much as you need to bring your hands all the way to the mat. You're going to walk all the way into a plank pose. Okay, so into your plank pose, shoulders above the wrists. Okay, lower your knees if you need to, otherwise knees can stay off the mat. Draw pubic bone to navel. Look forward. Try and keep your torso as straight as a plank as you hug your elbows in and back and you lower yourself all the way down. Untuck your toes. Bring your hands forward and wider of the shoulders. Press yourself into a cobra pose. Look forward in front of you, spread through your palms. So my arms aren't all the way straight. Elbows are hugging in so they're not popping out. Shoulders are sliding down the back body. I'm pressing my pubic bone in towards the floor and then drag. Feel as if you're trying to drag yourself off the mat in front of you. So pull your hands back towards your hips. Well done, lower down. Take hands either side of the rib cage. Press firmly into your hands, come up onto your knees. Tuck your toes under. We'll find a downward facing dog. So again, hands are at least shoulder distance. They can even be a little wider. Palms are spread. Lift the knees. Press into the hands and send the hips up high. Keep those knees bent. I want full length in the spine. Relax the head down. All right, keep your left knee bent. Extend your right leg as much as you can. Maybe you bring your right heel to the floor, maybe not. Just stretch out the back of that leg. Switch, bend right knee, extend left heel down to the floor. Strong, straight arms. All right, and then bend your left knee. All right, we're going to move into a lunge with our right leg in front. So if you can, maybe it's one step of the right leg forward. If not, you can start to just step this right foot forward. You can take your right hand to your right ankle, kind of assist yourself to step all the way through. Lower that left knee down. This is where you might want a bit of padding. Press firmly into that front foot and reach both arms up so the hips are facing forwards. Nice full deep breaths. Take a twist to your right, so take your right arm back, left arm forward. Feels though someone's pulling your right wrist behind you, your left wrist in front of you. Nice, lower that right arm down. Bring the arms all the way back up. And then take your hands forward down to the floor. Raise your left knee up. Walk all the way across to your left. Lower right knee down. Press firmly into that left leg, reach your arms up. Take a twist to your left arm back, right arm forward. Soften the shoulders. Alright, bring left arm all the way up. Full stretch. Hands down. Raise your right knee up. You're going to walk back through center just to find a little straddle. You won't be here very long, but maybe you can take a nice deep forward fold. You can reach to the outer thighs, maybe the calf muscles, the ankles. Just take a nice forward fold. Knees could even be bent here. And then press into the fingertips, lift up. For some of you, it might be accessible to come to sit all the way down into a squat. Okay, we're going to just come into a seat. So if you can't squat, make your way down onto your buttocks. If you can move through a little squat transition, do that. And then we'll all meet back as we started in a seated position. Place your palms down onto the knees. Find your seat as we did when we were started, and I want you to close your eyes. Take a moment to just feel this 360 that we've been through from starting in the seat to finishing in the seat, and notice the shift and the change, not only in the physical body, so your hips, your knees, your chest, your spine, you should be feeling as though you're sitting taller. Your body feels more open, relaxed, more mobile, more flexible, and it sits in more comfort. So currently we're working with a cross-legged seat on the floor, but this applies to having more comfort in front of your computer, in front of the steering wheel, wherever it is. If you're in positions for long periods of time, when we do our yoga practice, we prepare our bodies and support our bodies in staying in those shapes with more comforts. Taking a last few moments here to close the practice. Sitting in your integrity, sitting in your own energy. Notice your state of mind. Take 3 deep breaths. With every exhale, let go of stress, let go of frazzled energy, let go of anxiety. And just move into a more grounded and connected space. Bring your awareness back to your intention one more time. Two more breaths. And you can slowly open your eyes. If you have additional time today, or if you're doing this on catch up, then you feel free to lay your body down and take your own Shavasana at any time after a workout or after a yoga practice. If you're doing this on catch up, well done for getting on your mat. Please leave a comment, let me know how it went. Or if you have any questions, then let me know as well. Remember to go log this in the web app so you can keep track of how many yoga sessions you are doing. Everyone who's here live today, thank you for joining. Super exciting on the 7th of June as we move into our, let's get your comments again, as we move into our June challenges. It's Go for Gold at the end of the month. I see everyone's going for gold, so that's amazing. Renata, such a pleasure. If you love this particular session, remember that you can just write down the date so that you can come back to it at any time and redo it. If it's something that felt really, I always say, if it felt really good, then write it down so you make sure you come back and do it as many times as you like. And if it felt really awful, write it down so that you can come back to it at any time you like, because then that's probably what your body needs the most. Amisha, such a pleasure. Bella, such a pleasure, everyone. Suwan May Landman, such a pleasure. I'm so glad you enjoyed that. Beautiful Renata, lots of love to you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Everyone, such a pleasure. I'm just going to try and get to everyone's names in the comments. Have a beautiful week. Lydia Jones, such a pleasure. Everyone, Dalberta, ready to face the week. Yes, I know, nothing like a good little bit of time on your mat to prepare you for the week. It's the best way to start your day. It's the best way to start your week. Such a pleasure, everyone. Carol, my body needed that. Yes, Carol, I hope to see you back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning is again our beginner's flexibility session. And then we go to our intermediate strength on a Wednesday. So I hope to see you guys back tomorrow. Shireen, is there any booster sessions for the shoulders desk work issues? Shireen, I will create one for you. I'm not sure if there's a shoulder specific one in the boosters yet. I'll have to double check that. But I will make that happen for you. But such a pleasure, everyone. Rachel Noble, Karine Fraser, Bridget Thomas, Alison Harrison, everyone, thank you for joining. Roxanne, hi, is there any chance of you doing an advanced vinyasa flow, please? Roxanne, keeping that in mind, I see there has been some chit chat and talk about that. You can join for the intermediate sessions in the meanwhile, maybe double up on those, but not currently, but you never know. So if you're on the yoga and meditation group, Roxanne, that's where you will hear it first. So join in for that group, and if anything launches, then I will let you know. Kate, I'm so glad you enjoyed that. Mike Jones, love the extra instructions for those who struggle with the extensions. Oh, Mike, such a pleasure. Please feel free, guys, if you have any questions, if you're not sure, ask me. If there's something that you just really, if you're not getting it, if you're like, I still don't understand what Kathleen means, pop it on the WhatsApp group or leave a comment and I will be more than happy to assist. Nisa, I need more hip flexibility, please. Nisa, keep getting on your mat. That's the first thing that's going to help you. And then also there is a hip session in the boosters, so go check that out. But then just again, that last reminder, guys, if you're doing a lot of work, if you're doing a particular type of training that is going to tighten the muscles around the hips, coming to one flexibility session a week is going to help, but it's not going to make a massive shift. So it's a give and take. It's like, I'm going to do a lot of yoga, but actually my goal is to run a marathon. All right, then your focus is obviously going to be on running. That's toning, it's strengthening, it's, that's where your focus is. If you truly want to go for flexibility, connection, then your focus has to be on doing more yoga. So find the balance, find what works for you, find what feels good. And what ultimately supports you in your goals and your dreams and your lifestyle. Alfred, so lovely to have you back again. That is awesome. Everyone have a beautiful, beautiful day. Remember, log your workouts, get those 21 workouts. It's Go for Gold this month. We've got the workout on the 26th. Enjoy your first challenge workouts if you're on a challenge. And I'll be back, same thing tomorrow morning, beginner's flexibility. Have a beautiful day, everyone, and I will chat to you soon. Ciao.